Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. Today we are doing the NFL Week 15 predictions. We finna get into this, man. We're almost to the playoffs. We're starting to see what good teams and bad teams there is. And what an NFL season. It's been a chaotic NFL season this year. It's been odd seeing bad teams that were supposed to be good, seeing good teams that were supposed to be bad. And, that's what the NFL is about. You get a whole bunch of random. But we're going to get straight into this, starting off with Thursday Night Football, y'all. We got the 49ers and the Rams in Santa Clara. The Rams going in the shootout with the Buffalo Bills. Well, it wasn't really a shootout until the fourth quarter of that game. And, man, let me say, that was a crazy, crazy game. Obviously, I didn't really see what really happened in that game. Because, I saw the first quarter. I was like, it's a pretty quiet game. Not going to lie. I think the Bills will come on top, but the Rams, man, they're showing their offense off. And their offense, and that's the type of offense you want to see to compete with some of these better teams. And the Rams offense can do that even more this year, because they've been just an inconsistent offense this year. Obviously losing Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua for half of the season. But the fact that they could still make it after all them injuries and how let down they've been in the first few weeks of the NFL is impressive. They have a winning record right now. They're going to San Francisco, which San Francisco, they beat the Bears. Brock Purdy, man. Brock Purdy looking super good. I think he got banged up at the end of the game. One of my friends told me he got banged up at the end of the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. I think he's playing for this game, though, too. And how about that rookie, man? George Kittle, aside from the rookie, he's crazy, bro. George Kittle is a great tight end. Still, and that rookie from, the Louisville Cardinals, is actually putting in place for McCaffrey a little bit. So this could be a really good game. However, I was going to take the Rams. I kept going back and forth with this, because I don't like the 49ers this year now because of injuries. Nor did I like the Rams with the offense being inconsistent every week. However, I feel like this is one of the sneaky good games on Thursday Night Football. Pretty low scoring, but the 49ers usually have the Rams number, unless you're talking about back in 2021 when the Niners lost in the championship. But yeah, the Rams and Niners usually have their number. I'm going to take the Niners here. Hopefully this is not a bad pick. I'm going to take them 20-23. And moving on to the next game, we got Chiefs at Browns. The Chiefs. Oh my God, bro. Another crazy win to find. Winning 19-17 off a doinked field goal to end the game. Mahomes was getting murdered. I think he was sacked like 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 times. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure how many times he was sacked, but all I know is he was overpressured every play watching that. Didn't watch the full game. Went in and out of it sometimes. And, yeah, the Chiefs found another stupid way to win this game. And the Browns, I'm so sorry, Cleveland. They tried to fight with the Broncos, obviously falling short to Jameis Winston throwing interceptions. And honestly, the Browns, even with the interceptions, their offense still looks better than what it did before when Deshaun Watson was quarterback. So, hey, that's kind of crazy. That just proves how bad Deshaun really was. And the Browns, I think they're going to get overwhelmed in this game. Give me the Chiefs 28-13. I think they're going to be overwhelmed in this game. Jameis might throw 2 interceptions because the Chiefs' defense is still good. Going to take the Chiefs here. And, yeah, sorry, Cleveland. Next game, you got Commanders at Saints. The Commanders. How about the Commanders, man? Those Commanders. They destroyed the Titans, man. Ain't much to say. It was the Titans. Anybody could destroy the Titans. Anybody in the league could destroy the Titans. And the Commanders, they're feeling pretty good where they're at right now. At 8-5. And, yeah. The Commanders, they're a great football team with Jaden Daniels. He is their quarterback. It's clear. It's been proven. And yeah. Actually, no, the Commanders were on a bye week last week. I meant to say they destroyed Tennessee before the week, or the week before that. But the Saints, on the other hand, they had a close game against the Giants, and the Saints are not a good football team either. But they're still 5-8 somehow. But I mean, it's the Giants. Who can't beat the Giants? I don't know. The Giants, though, they're just a bad football team, and the Saints only beat them by 3. They tried to tie the game. They got lucky. They blocked them. Blocked their field goal, but yeah. So sorry. I'm so sorry, Giants. But yeah, the Saints, they're going to lose this game. I don't think they have really that big of a shot. Maybe Derek Carr has a better game, but I don't know. I've got the Commanders 27-17. We're going to move on from that. Next game, you got Ravens at Giants. The Ravens. Oh boy, they were on a bye week after losing to the Eagles, and yeah, the Ravens, you gotta be thinking something. You gotta think of something, because their defense isn't showing up like it used to. They're 8-5 early in the season. They're 2 games below Pittsburgh now, and they gotta do something to win the division. Honestly, if they lose one more game, it's pretty much over. So the Ravens, they want to still stay content with the Steelers. I still believe in the Ravens. The Giants, on the other hand, are dookie water. Ain't much to be said. I got the Ravens here, 26-14. This shouldn't be that hard of a game, but I do think the Ravens' offense will slow down a little bit against the Giants' defense. So, Giants, you get to score 2 touchdowns, but that's it. Well, actually, maybe not. Honestly, they'll probably get 2 field goals and try to go for a 2-point conversion after scoring late touchdown. But yeah, Ravens, they beat the Giants. It's 26-14. I'm sorry, Giants, again. Next game, you got Cowboys at the Panthers, man. The Cowboys losing to the Bengals. How about them Cowboys? Now, seriously, they lost to the Bengals, and Cooper Rush sucks. I mean, it's clear that he sucks. He only got to score 2 touchdowns because our defense is still bad, but yeah, Cooper Rush, he's just not a good quarterback. And Cowboys, your season's pretty much over. This is another Dookie Bowl game. The Panthers, on the other hand, they kept it close against the Eagles. Bryce Young didn't have his best game, but still kept it competitive. And the Panthers, I actually like the Panthers now. Starting to like Bryce Young a little bit more as I see him play well. And honestly, I got the Panthers winning this game in overtime. I got the Panthers getting the W 24-30 against them Cowboys. And I'm sorry, Cowboys. But Panthers, you get to at least enjoy some of these W's that you haven't really been seeing lately. So, good job to you, Carolina. Hope you get the win against Dallas. 24-30, overtime. Panthers get it. And a close one. Next game you got, oh Jesus, do we gotta predict this? What is this game? You got the Jets and Jaguars. The Jaguars, they beat the Titans 10-6. That was the best game of the week. No, I'm just kidding. That was horrible. Jaguars suck. I'm sorry, Jacksonville, but I'm so sorry. And the Jets, they also suck, but they put up a fight against the Dolphins before falling short. And both these teams, they've both had rough years, let's be honest. And honestly, just going to take the Jets here. They have a better, more skill players on offense, I'd say. Kinda. I don't know. I don't know about this game. Just give me the Jets 16-13. Should be another horrific game. And yeah, Jets get the W. Ugh, what a terrible game, bro. So sorry to both those franchises, though. They don't deserve it. Next game, we got a decent game here. You need the Dolphins and the Texans. The Dolphins, they had a little bit of a terrific game against the Jets in overtime. They got the win, though. That's all that matters. They were really getting beat up. What was the score like? Well, they weren't really getting beat up. They were just staying competitive with the Jets, and they took it toe-to-toe, going to overtime, and hey, the Dolphins, they avoided a loss and potentially a season ender. And the Dolphins, they're still trying to stay competitive, and that's pretty much it. The Dolphins, I mean, they've had a rough season too, losing Tua for weeks. They could honestly be number 1 seed. Talkers, if he didn't get hurt. But, well, I wouldn't say number 1 seed. I'd say division winners. Because maybe he would have won like 3 out of those games. Because who they played? Like the Dolphins. Or they played like the Titans, the Patriots. And maybe he would have beat someone else. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. And they're playing the Texans, which were on a bye week before beating Jacksonville in a really close game against Trevor Lawrence. He got banged up in that game, too. Also, yeah, not to mention Jacksonville probably ain't going to have no quarterback playing, so yeah, that's pretty much it. They might as well just put everybody on every position, see what they can do. And this should be a decent game. However, I gotta hope the Dolphins lose because the Bengals still can try to get in the playoffs. But I don't want to really get my hopes up high for that because I don't think it's going to happen. But I got to take the Texans here. I think Joe Mixon and Nico Collins are due for a big game. It should be a pretty close game. Should be a pretty good one. I got the Texans winning 31-24. And I'm sorry, Dolphins. December football is not your type of football, too. Got to remember that. Next game, you got Colts at Broncos. The Colts, they had a bye week as well. After beating the Patriots in, like, the final seconds, I think. Right? Were they in, like, the final seconds and, like, Anthony Richardson ran in it for a touchdown or something? I think that's what happened. But, yeah, the Patriots, they got the win over, the Colts, they got the win over the Patriots. And the Broncos, on the other hand, okay, that was a crazy game before the bye week. They were also on a bye week before that. They played the Browns, which they stayed competitive. Jerry Jeudy just torched their defense and showed them, why did you trade me? Like, at that point, like, seriously. Like, I bet Broncos fans wanted him to come back that night because that was crazy. But they still got the win. Bo Nix didn't look as good. He did throw a couple dots to Cortland Sutton, and then he threw that crazy laser to Marvin Mims. And the Broncos defense, they sealed it because Jameis Winston threw picks. And the Broncos, I think they might be playoff locks. We're not sure yet, but give me the Colts, man. Give me the Colts. I'm liking what Anthony Richardson is doing. This should be a really close game. I got this a low-scoring game, too. I got the Colts winning 20-19. I think if Anthony Richardson plays consistent enough, I think he could see a win here against the Broncos. Two young quarterbacks going at it. Anthony Richardson's technically a rookie, but he still had some time to play last year before getting hurt. But I'm not going to call him a rookie. But, yeah, Richardson, Bo Nix, should be a good game. I'm going to take the Colts 20-19. And we'll see what the Broncos can do, man. We'll see. We'll see there. Next game, you got a good game here. You got a Bills at the Lions. The Bills. Them Buffalo Bills, they fell short against the Rams. They kind of got behind, then came back, then they lost. They fell short against the Rams in a shootout. And the Bills, though, yes, they lost in a shootout. But man, oh man, how good they're looking right now. No Diddy. But yeah, the Bills, they're being a really, really good team. Josh Allen might be MVP right now. My MVP is Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, but I ain't gonna say Lamar, bro. And I understand Bengals have a losing record, but man, Burrow, he's just on fire this year with Jamar Chase. If it isn't Burrow, Jamar. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you're going to say for... It's going to be interesting to see who the MVP is this year. It's going to be like a fight for like 6 players. Like, seriously. And the Lions, on the other hand, they beat the Packers. And I'm sorry for doubting you again. The Packers going for it on 4th and 1 to end the game and get the game winner and being aggressive against the Packers. And the Lions are 12-1. But hear me out for this game. The Bills, they just came off a loss. The Lions, they came off a W. They are in... What stadium are they in? They in Ford Field. The Bills usually have had the Lions number in Ford Field. And I got them continuing it. I just think the Lions, they're at least due for one more loss of the season. Maybe, if not two. Because I don't know how the Lions go 16-1. I could see them going 16-1, but I mean, that's crazy. But yeah, the Bills, I got them bouncing back against Detroit. Kind of another low-scoring game, 21-16. I just like the Bills, man. The Bills, I've doubted them enough. I've doubted them way more than Detroit had. I've definitely doubted the Bills more than Detroit this year. So the Bills, you guys get the W here. And the next game you got Steelers at the Eagles. The Steelers. Oh man, the Steelers. What did they do last week? I forgot what they did. Oh yeah, they beat the Cleveland Browns. And yeah, man, that was just too easy. Nothing really to talk about there except Russell Wilson just playing efficient. The whole Steelers team playing efficient, getting 2 interceptions from James Winston. I think one of them was like a pick 6 or something. Not too sure. No, never mind. But got them in good field position. They capitalized. Steelers got the win there against Cleveland. They got a clean sweep. And the Steelers, they're feeling it this season. They really are. They're feeling that. They're feeling the terrible towels right now. And yeah. But it don't get too much better because they have a lot of hard games coming up now. And one of them against the Eagles. The Eagles, on the other hand. Man, the Eagles, bro. They beat Carolina in a close game. But coming away with the win. And the Eagles, they're happy. They're just happy to be back in this position. Hopefully they don't lose 4 straight again like they did last time, I think. And yeah, the Eagles, they're just happy to be in the playoffs. Or to clinch a playoff spot again. They got Saquon, they got Jalen Hurts, you got A.J. Brown, you got Devontae Smith, you got Dallas Goedert, you got that Criteria guy, or I don't even know how you say his name. Whoever that guy is. The Eagles are loaded with players, man. And honestly, I'm gonna take Philly to beat the Steelers 34-20. I think they're just gonna overwhelm Pittsburgh a lot. They haven't really been overwhelmed all season. But I think this is the game where they get overwhelmed. I think Jalen Hurts honestly has a really good passing game out of nowhere. So we're going to see what that happens there. But I got Eagles winning 34-20. In the next game, you got Patriots at Cardinals. The Patriots, they were on a bye week as well. But falling short against the Colts in the last few seconds. And Drake May, man. Patriots fans, all you got to think about is Drake May highlights. That's all you got to think about this year. Quite honestly. And the Cardinals, on the other hand, they're looking to try to still compete in the division after falling very short of the Seahawks. Kyler Murray did not play well there. And yeah, I think the division's a lock with either Seattle or LA. And I think it might honestly come down to LA and Seattle at this point. Because the Seattle Seahawks already have the tiebreaker over San Francisco. I think San Francisco cook if they lose to the Rams tomorrow night. And yeah, we'll see what happens there. But I got to take the Cardinals to bounce back. Don't see them losing to the Patriots. Again, I got them winning 27-10. I think the Cardinals get the win here. Don't think they lose back-to-back. Or maybe back-to-back-to-back. I don't know how many losses they had. But yeah, I'm going to take the Cardinals 27-10, y'all. And the next game you got the Chargers at the Buccaneers. Or Buccaneers at Chargers. My bad, chat. The Buccaneers at Chargers. This should be a really good game, honestly. And the Chargers, they fell short against the Chiefs on Monday Night Football. I think it was Monday night. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's Monday night. But yeah, the Chargers, they fell short. Their offense didn't do anything in the first half, but coming back a little bit in the second half, but losing to a doink field goal. just like the Chiefs. And it's really not their fault. The Chiefs have been just really lucky this year. And the Chargers, they might be collapsing a little bit here. Nah, I don't think they are. But I do think... Well, hold on. The Buccaneers, on the other hand, they beat the Raiders. Nothing really special happened in that game, except for Rachaad White having a really good game. Cade Otton, man. Cade Otton's really good. He really is. And Baker Mayfield, he's played really good, too. I mean, the Raiders, they have nobody at this point, so... The Buccaneers, obviously, getting a free win there. 28-13, and honestly, this is a really good game, too. This is a really underrated game of the week. Buccaneers and Chargers, both are looking to continue their playoff spot. Who needs it more? Tampa Bay, obviously. Or honestly, maybe LA, but who knows, But I am going to go with the Buccaneers to get the W, guys. I think this is an unexpected, a little bit of a high-score game. I got Buccaneers winning 30-20. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just believe in the Buccaneers a little bit more than Chargers right now. They're kind of coming down to earth with the receiving core. Look at the amount of points they put up in the past weeks. Except the Bengals, because we have a terrible defense, so... Yeah. But, yeah, I'm going to take the Buccaneers here over the Chargers. And the next game you got the Packers at the Seahawks. The Packers... I'm sorry, they fell short against the Lions, and yeah, I mean, the Packers, they performed really well, though, against the Lions, to show that they are still a playoff team, to show that they can still make a deep run. I believe in the Packers still. Going to Seattle, which defeated the Arizona Cardinals, and yeah, the Seahawks, I think it's pretty clear they clinched the division spot. Unless they lose to this game, which I do have them losing here. I do got the Seahawks losing. I'm taking the Packers, guys. 31-27 overtime. Because every time Geno Smith has a good record, he just gives me a feeling he's going to collapse here. This is what Geno Smith is. He gets hot for 1 second. No diddy. He gets hot for 1 second, loses games. It's always a factor. And I'm going to take the Packers here. They need it more. They honestly do. They compete in the division still. The Packers, well, I don't know. I don't know who needs it more, honestly. I don't think anybody needs this win, but still, you got to win still. The Packers, I think Seattle will keep it close, though, and tight. 31-27 overtime. The Packers, they win it there. Or actually, no. My bad. 30-27 overtime. Next game, you got the Bears at Vikings. The Bears, they suck. They have no offense right now. Caleb Williams, he needs another offseason with the Bears after this season. And the Bears just got to figure out coaching stuff. They got to figure out what their organization is doing. They got a lot to figure out. The Vikings, on the other hand, they just demolished the Falcons. And I thought the Falcons were really going to beat them, but Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, both went off. Sam Darnold, 5 touchdowns passing. Jordan Addison, 3 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson, 2 touchdowns and 100 receiving yards more. Or more than 100 receiving yards. And honestly, I'm sorry for doubting the Vikings, too. I guess the Vikings are a good team. Like, bro, what? Who? Like, the Vikings are always weird every year. It's so strange. Now, concerning about this game, I think this could be a potential trap game. But I'm going to stick with the Vikings here. I'm going to stick with the Vikings. I'm going to take them in a low scoring game. 17-6 against the Bears. I just feel like the defense of the Bears is going to show something. I just feel like the Bears might win it. I really do. But I think the Vikings come out on top. I'm going to trust the Vikings. 17-6. And, yeah, trap game avoided, kind of. Next game, you got Falcons at Raiders, which is the last game. What? Oh, shoot. God dang it. I forgot about the Bengals-Titans game, too. Well, let's do Falcons and Raiders. The Falcons, they got destroyed by the Vikings. Kirk Cousins did not look good in Minnesota, and Minnesota's kind of already used to that, which is crazy. But they need to bounce back against the Raiders. And the Raiders, they're just looking to tank at this point. Give me the Falcons. 27-9. Should be pretty obvious. They should be able to get this win. But the last game, which is a 1 o'clock game, sorry. Also, there was 2 Monday night games. Vikings, Bears. And Falcons and Raiders were both Monday night. Packers, Seahawks at Sunday night. And the Bengals, Titans at 1 o'clock on Fox. Yeah, the Bengals, they got the win against the Cowboys. Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, I love you people. Jamar Chase and Burrow is literally the team right now. And you know what? Chase Brown, too. Chase Brown had a nice game, too. And, yeah, the offense is obviously clear to not be the problem. The defense played a little bit better than expected. But, yeah. But we're going against the Titans here. Which, yeah, the Titans, they're done, too. I mean, they're just a bad team. Losing to Jaguars 6-10, and they have no offense. Their defense can't do anything about it because their offense is so bad that they can't get nothing going for the defense. Defense looks to be solid, but the offense just looks to be garbage, and they're wasting it. So, yeah, it's pretty clear who's going to win this game. Hopefully we don't lose to the Titans. That's going to be somebody needs to be fired if we lose this game. But Bengals should be able to get this win. Defense should actually try to be able to have a field day against them. And I got the Bengals winning 34-14. And that is the end of this video, guys. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Thank y'all for 350 subscribers. We're almost to 400. Channel's growing. And I appreciate it, guys. It really means a lot. And all the support I get from you guys commenting, it's nice. But, guys, make sure y'all comment. What's your favorite teams? What do you think about these predictions? And I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.